How's it going, y'all? It's old Mikey. Give you an update here. What is today? 23rd of February, 2025. It's a Sunday. Just want to give you an update. I have been going through some pretty difficult struggles that really kind of ramped up over the course of the last 2 months. And when that happens to me, I really start boil it all down to day-to-day living. And I have really focused my energies and efforts on living one day at a time over these last 4 or 5 weeks. I ran into some difficulty with some financial things going on in my life. You know, wintertime's never good for somebody in the golf business, especially in Tennessee. So it's like, you know what? God, I'm just going to really have to rely on you more than ever before. It's like, you need to just handle this situation for me. I got with God. I spent some time with him, and he told me a few weeks ago, he said, just sit back and relax and watch my hand at work. Since that time, I have been delivered from all manner of issues and problems. An ongoing court case, 11 years resolved in my favor in the last 3 weeks. Issues and problems with my day job cured in the last couple weeks. A huge problem with my Google integration of my business database that has been a problem, an ongoing problem for over 7 years, solved in the last week. I mean, it's just like unbelievable, the problems that I've been living with and dealing with in the last, several years, all get chopped down at one time. And throughout this period of time, my go-to verse has been Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Talks about love God, lean not to your own understanding, acknowledge God in all your ways, and he'll direct your steps. And that's exactly what my experience has been. I have acknowledged God in all my ways over these periods of weeks. Didn't even really know what that meant to do, other than to say that God is the source of everything. God is my source. God is the creator and the force behind everything in our reality. And when you get to that point where you recognize that and you start saying to yourself, what are we going to do today, God? And he tells you, sit back and watch what I do. And I'm a hard charger. I don't like to sit back on anything. And I sat back and watched what he did. And it was just continuously chopping down monster problems in front of me. Now, all I can say is that you got to be patient. You got to stick to the fundamentals. You got to be diligent in your efforts. You got to be doing the right things. You got to be pushing forward in your conforming to the image of Jesus. You got to put up with a lot of suffering, but at a certain point, God recognizes that you've had enough, and he just goes to chopping that stuff down. That's been my experience over the last 3 weeks or so. And it's been so refreshing. Just the work situation has been hurting my health. You know, I've been working 7 days a week. You know, it's been rough, stressful, hurting me, causing me problems. And you know what? I got delivered from that. I got delivered from so many things in the last 2 months. It's like unbelievable. And it hadn't really hit me yet, and it won't hit me until the reality of the goodness of all of these things that have transpired sinks in. And that takes a minute too. Right now, I just feel like kind of relaxed a little bit, finally. You know, I won't say happy, but relieved is a good word. And so my encouragement to you is this. When you're going through this extreme trial, and it can last for a long time, things outside your control, I'm just going to tell you that this is a time of learning. This is a time of getting your own act in order. This is a time where you can focus 100% on yourself to figure out how you can be more like Jesus to those around you, despite your circumstances. You know, how good can you be for your community despite your circumstances? That's kind of a key factor. You know, God created you to be one of one. There is no plan B. There's only plan A. And all of these things are a part of it. And as I walk across the rivers of the Jordan and walk into the promised land, I am very much not feeling liberated, not feeling freedom, not feeling released, because I've been under such burden for such a long period of time. But it's coming. The release, the feeling of freedom and release is coming. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see my heart come back alive. I am going to be allowed to come back to life and not be the walking dead. See you later.